All right, been wanting to create a video for a little while for kids on my son's basketball team. It's a LTYA 7U. I mentioned that just because there are specific rules, which are you can't steal the ball from someone while they're dribbling. Talking about basketball, and you are not allowed to play defense on the same end of the court that you are trying to score on. You can only play defense on the half of the court with the goal the other team's trying to score on. I guess I'll talk about positions real quick, just because in basketball there are usually two guards. One's a point guard, the one who dribbles the ball down the court, and the other's an off guard, which is usually the one who throws it into him, or also called a shooting guard. And point guard's usually the best ball handler. Off guard's usually one of the better shooters. These are usually two of the shorter, quicker people on the team. Next, there's usually two forwards, which are like average or taller people on the team, but not the tallest. That's usually the center, of which there's only one. Center plays more underneath the goal. Forwards play a little more further away, and the guards play the furthest away on the outside in general. We're gonna, on our team, I think, take turns. Everybody's gonna have turns throwing the ball in and dribbling it down. That being said, the one thing I noticed, we're only need, like when we're throwing the ball in, say we're throwing it in on this end of the court from out of bounds, you have to be out of bounds, you throw it in, but we only need one person here, one person to throw it in and one person to get it. We don't need the whole team down here waiting and bring it down together. Everybody else can come down here and get set up and wait for just those two guys to bring it down. I just wanted to mention that because that's one thing that I've noticed in the last game, that everybody was down there trying to bring it down. We'll just take turns, bringing it down, and just two people at a time, ideally. So what's at the center? The center is usually the tallest guy on the team, hangs out down low, gets a lot of rebounds, maybe block a lot of shots, stuff like that. But we're all going to take turns doing all of them. So what's the goal in offense is to get good shots, right? To get people in a good position where they can make it from and open. Their guys that's guarding them is not right on them and in their face. They've got a clear look at the goal to take a good shot. That's the goal on offense, to get as many of those as possible. And the way you do that is you got to move your feet to get open. The guy that's guarding you is going to be trying to not let you get the ball, and you got to move your feet to get open so your teammate can pass you a ball, and you can take that and hopefully make a shot or pass to another teammate who's open to take a shot. So moving your feet on offense to get open is key. Another thing on offense at our level that's really important is keep dribbling the ball, because they're not allowed to steal it from you as long as you don't lose control of it. Keep dribbling the ball. What happens all the time in our league is this point guard here will be dribbling the ball down this way, and he'll get about right here, and he'll pick up his dribble and stop dribbling because his guy will start guarding him. And then he gets stuck and nobody knows what to do. What to do at that point is, if you're one of these two guys, is to break out over here or over here on the side of him to where he can pass to you. Because that defender, he can't throw through him, but he can throw to the side of him. So if you cut over there and you're open, he should be able to bounce pass it to you on the side. And if that doesn't work, run right behind him and see if he can pass it to you as you run by, or get on the other side of him. But most importantly, don't give up that dribble to begin with. If you can keep your head up and keep dribbling, that's much more important than dribbling fast with your head down. Especially at this level, because they can't steal it. But you need to have your head up and your eyes up, because that's when you see your teammate make a break for the goal and you can pass it to him so he can take a shot from up close. If your head's down, you can't see that. So that's one skill you should work on, is dribbling with your eyes up, right? That's the one thing that if one team has somebody who can do that and remain calm enough to keep it under control and look for stuff, then they're going to have a huge advantage at this age group. And then, so again, the goal is getting good looks or good shots, the most of them while we're on offense. Use your feet, cut to get open, especially making a cut towards the goal. If you are open, call for the ball. If your teammate doesn't have his eyes up while he's dribbling, maybe he'll pass it to you. And then when someone, especially if you see someone who you know takes a shot almost every time, they're going to get the ball. They're going to put their head down and dribble until they get close, and they're going to shoot it. And they do that every time, right? We definitely would prefer teammates, be open to passing sometimes and not shoot it every single time. But if you have someone who's like that, take advantage of it. If you know they're going to shoot, go get in line for a rebound. Go position yourself for a rebound. And where you want to be for a rebound is the same spot you want to be if you're getting a free shot. Basically, you want to be right next to the goal. Like if this is a goal here, you want to be right there or right here, or the last best spot would be right in front of the goal. And you just want to position yourself looking up at the goal, anticipating the ball coming down, make yourself wide so nobody can get around you and block. Literally, you can put your hands out to block them out. And then when it comes down, if it's in your area, jump up, grab it firmly and securely, and come down with it. And if you need to, move a little bit to keep anybody from taking it from you, that's good. But here's another thing that's important. A key tip for our league is once you get a rebound, if it's on the goal that you are shooting on, your team shooting on, try to shoot it up as fast as you can. Use that corner of the box and put it in as quick as you can. But if you come down with it, people put their hands on it or block you. Try to grab it up high and shoot it back up high quick. The other thing is if that was the other team that just shot and that's their goal, you can't shoot back in that goal. So you get the rebound, you bring it down and just hold it, right? If you need to move a little, that's fine. But the other team has to now go back to their end of the court. They're not allowed to play defense on this end of the court. Now you're on offense because your team got the ball. So they're on defense. They have to go back to their end of the court. So just hold it for a second. The refs will make them go back, and then you can dribble it back without worrying of anybody in your way or stealing it or anything like that. Or if you want, pass it to another teammate if it's their turn to take it down, or they're your designated point guard for your team. So that was offense, guys. Get some good looks and take some good shots, and position yourself for rebounds. Now on defense, and again on offense, try not to stop dribbling, right? Unless you're ready to pass or shoot, and keep your eyes up. So if you want to make a little break and hit pause now, we're like the 7-minute mark. I know kids for sure have short attention span. Go to the bathroom, get a sip of water, do whatever. I'd like to put in about 5 more minutes, talk about defense in this video, and then we'll be done. So at your leisure, pause and come back here when you're ready. All right, so now we're talking about defense. Defense, what you want to do is stay between your man and the goal, right? The person that you're guarding and the goal, so that if they get the ball, they can't get to the goal easily. They have to still get past you before they can get to the goal. And if they want to shoot where they catch it, you're there to put a hand in their face or block it or whatever. So the goal on defense is the exact opposite of offense. Offense, we want to get as many good looks and shots as possible on the goal. On defense, we want to give them as few good looks and shots as possible, right? So we want, but how do we do that? We stay guard our man. All 5 of us guard all 5 of them. And you just stay between your man and the goal and follow him wherever he goes and stay as close to him as you can without hitting him, fouling him, touching him, right? And the good thing about being close to him is that if they try to pass him the ball, maybe you can block it and knock it away or steal it. That'd be ideal because you can't steal it when they pass it, just not when they're dribbling. And you can block it when they're trying to shoot it. You just can't hit their arm or, foul them. So defense, the goal is to give them as few good looks as possible. You want to be close to them, but between them and the goal, but you don't want to be so close that you fall for a fake pass and now they can beat you to the goal, So you got to, play that. And keeping them from getting the ball isn't nearly as important as D'ing them up when they do get the ball. What I mean by that is once the person in front of you does get the ball, now we're down. Now we're ready to shuffle side to side and get in front of them, whichever way they're trying to go. We're shuffling left, shuffling right, cutting them off so that they cannot get to the goal. They have to run through us and knock us over, which is a foul on them. As long as we're in place and planted before they get to where they're going, right? We have to be shuffling side to side, force them to either take a bad shot or pass it, get rid of it, because they're not getting by me. They're going to have to try to get by one of the other, players on my team because it's not happening with me. I'm shutting them down. That's your job every time. So you want to stay between your guy and the goal. If that's where he's trying to score, is behind the goal. Stay between him and the goal, and keeping an eye on him, of course, and also the ball as much as you can. The person with the ball, seeing where that goes. Our league, we're only allowed to guard our man. The only time you can help on the other man, the guy who has the ball, is if your teammate gets beat and the guy with the ball is going to take a shot, driving down the lane to shoot. You can step in to help there or try to block that shot. But other than that, you can't have what we've been having lately in the game is 3 of our guys chasing around the guy with the ball at all times, trying to steal the ball and block it. And we can't do that. We got to remember to guard our man until he gets the ball, or the guy who's guarding the man with the ball gets beat and has to have help, or they're about to score, get an easy, good open shot. So we're trying to deny them from shots, keep them away from the goal as much as possible, steal a pass, or block a shot, or if you can't block a shot, get a hand in their face or whatever while they're shooting. To anything you can do to deny them the good shot. And then, of course, we got to get rebounds. We got to be in position, especially on defense, blocking them out, get the rebounds, hold the ball, make them clear the court, and then take it down. So guard your man, remember what he looks like. We match up before the games, and we're going to try to match up based on height, basically. And then we'll adjust if we need to from there as the game goes. And, when you're in position, guys, you got to be aggressive, whether that's in position to jump up and get a rebound, or if there's a loose ball on the floor and you're the closest one to it, we got to start attacking the ball when we can do so without going through or fouling somebody else. So, again, once we get that rebound, we're just going to stop and let them clear the court. Unless we're on offense, then we're going to have a quick shot. But if we're on defense, we're going to stop now that we're on offense, let them clear the court, take it down under control. Another tip is right when you get to half court, if you're the one taking it down, we threw it into you here and you dribble it down to here. This is half court. Stop for a second and look and see where everyone is on the court, where the offense and defense is on the court. And that lets you know which way you want to go, especially if you can't dribble without putting your eyes down. You'd like to know which way looked like the clearest path to the goal before I started. So before they can start guarding you at half court here, take a good look and see what it looks like and see which way you might want to go. So maybe this guy's all open. So, hey, maybe I'll go over here and get my attention over here and then pass it to him real quick. Or maybe everybody's over here. Maybe I'll just dribble all the way this way and try to shoot, But you can always make that assessment once you get there and see what it looks like. So I guess that's my last tip. And the one I want to leave you with for sure is practice dribbling with your eyes up. Work on that crossover move. If someone's trying to cut you off this way, you can make that V bounce, switch to your other hand and start going the other way around them. Boxing out, getting rebounds, quick shot, learn what that's about, practice that. Watch basketball, see how they're in kind of constant motion and rotate. And last thing is, if you want the ball and you want to score, move your feet. Move your feet to get open when you're on offense, cut, and then, of course, get rebounds, whether you're on offense or defense. But offense, you can get that quick, easy shot. You got to be in position. You got to block out. You got to jump, and you got to grab the ball a little bit aggressively and hold it. And then, unless you're on offense, take the shot. All right, that's all we got. Peace.